Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Mike Martin. I'm going to be your host today. I'm going to go over the actual digital waitlist system and kind of show you guys exactly how it works. I'm extremely excited to be able to share this information and to do this overview because I know, and when I say I know, I truly have seen this system work. Just to kind of give you a glimpse of what it can be for you. Imagine that every morning as a barber, you wake up in the morning as you're getting ready to start your day and you turn this system on and instantly you have a plethora of customers that are just listed on the wait list, ready for you to notify them when they could come in. Not that you're coming into the shop and wondering how many people you're going to have, but being able to wake up and actually see physically how many people are already waiting for your service. That right there, if that don't get you excited, I don't know what will. In addition to that, from a customer standpoint, imagine being able to instantly book an appointment same day. And so instead of having to sit back and wonder or figure out, how long is it going to take for you to actually even get your haircut, imagine being able to run errands and have your schedule be what it is, but not have to waste a lot of time just kind of sitting around. So that essentially is what this system does. It's similar to what you see a lot of restaurants use nowadays, where when people come in to grab a table or to get seated, they'll instead of having to wait around, they might get a notification or get a text message when it's time for them to be seated. So very, very similar. We just took that concept and applied it to a barbershop. All right, so I'm going to get started. Pretty much the name of the application is called Barber-Q. Not barbecue that you eat, but a waitlist system and service for barbers and barbershops. So I'm going to get right to it. If we look at the title of this particular barbershop, it's titled North Atlanta Barbershop. What I want you to do is just actually take the name of your shop and plug it in. And so your shop, you would put it in place of North Atlanta Barbershop. It's powered by Barber-Q, which is the name of the application. And we're going to start under the Waitlist Manager. That's going to be pretty much primarily the bread and butter of the waitlist if you're the barber. So we're going to click on Waitlist Manager. And it's going to take you to the physical waitlist. As you can see, we have already put a couple people on the wait list. Just as a demo, my good friend here, Mr. Kobe Bryant, he comes to the North Atlanta Barbershop all the time to get his hair cut. Not Kobe Bryant, the basketball player, but my cousin Kobe Bryant. And then we're going to scroll down to the bottom here, and we're looking at the barbers that are on duty today, which is called the Barbers Roster. And I'm going to show you how that part also works and functions, okay? So we'll start there. If we look at the orange icon here, it says Manage Barbers. This is where you go in and you set your preferences as a barber. If you want to start or end your day at a specific time, you can do that. And you also can customize your actual services and what you're going to offer to your customers. So I want to click on Manage Barbers. Now, right now, I already have on the schedule Ronnie, and I have myself listed as Michael Martin. But we're going to start here with Ronnie. If I click her name, I can go in there and pretty much modify anything. Right now, there's no actual start or end times. But if I wanted to say, hey, I want to come in every morning at 8 a.m., I could go in and do that. And if I want to end my day at 7 p.m., I can go in and do that. And then pretty much I can put a little tagline in there. She has, appreciate your business, please come again. And I can go in here and I can actually customize my services. So as you see, I have adult haircut, kid haircut, and lining. And you can go in there and physically put in the average times that you anticipated would take for those services. Let's say I want to add additional services. Maybe I want to do a shave or a shape up or whatever it might be. I can go in and I can update that as well. And then you can type in the time frame of how long it would be. Let's say it's 15 minutes or something like that. You hit add, hit done, and you can simply update that information for each barber. All right. So now If I want to add an additional barbers to it, I can just hit that add barber button. And I can add new barbers into the mix. Let's say I wanted to put in, let's see, John Smith, for example. I can do start and end times and pretty much go through the entire process I just showed you there, okay? Now, if we're going to add somebody physically on the wait list, let's say they're coming in, they're a customer, this is their first time to the shop and they don't really know how it works, you can just manually add them into the system. So I can hit add customer. I can type their name. We'll just make up a name. We'll just call them Paul. We type in a phone number. You can add an email if you want. And before they actually get on the list, you can see approximately how long it would be. So if they wanted to go with barber Mike Martin, it would be 25 minutes. If they were wanting to select Ronnie, it would be 1 hour and 15 minutes. So they actually have a ideal time that it would take for them to get in line. Hit continue. They can select what barber. So let's say they want to go with Mike Martin. And if they're a kid, they can select kid haircut. If it's an adult haircut. And as you saw earlier, all those are already customized with a specific time frame. Shows that they're joining the wait list. They hit submit. And we have now successfully added Paul. He will receive a text message as you've seen pop up at the top of my screen. And they're on the wait list. Now, let's say as a barber, you're wanting to go ahead and take the customer. There's a couple icons. If you look at the screen here, you see an X, a question mark, the directional up and down arrows, a check mark with a box, and also you're looking at the phone button here. So hypothetically, let's say we want to let the customer know that they're up next. You would simply hit that phone button. And there's customized messages that you can send each customer. So maybe you want to let Mike Martin know he's next. You can hit send. And he'll receive a text message letting him know that he's up and he's ready to be serviced next. He's next in line. So now let's say Michael Martin arrives. He's actually getting ready to sit in the chair. You would then select that check mark. And you would select whatever barber they're there to see. And it would put that person in that actual barber's chair. And it shows now he has 30 minutes remaining throughout the duration of the haircut. Now, since you put him in the chair, let's say you want to go ahead and let the next person know that he's up next. You just hit that phone button. And you can send them a text, maybe letting them know that they're soon to be up next at the shop. Hit the send button. They'll receive a text. And it pretty much works just like that. Now, let's say you want to move people up and down the list. Maybe you need to adjust and somebody's going to be a little bit behind schedule, whatever. You can hit those directional arrows. So let's move John Doe. We'll move him down the list. And now you've seen that him and Kobe Bryant have alternated spots. If you want to get some additional information about the client, you can hit that question mark button. And it shows you their phone number, it shows you their preferred barber, and it shows you what time they actually got on the wait list. Now, also, if you want to remove or delete somebody, you can simply hit that X button. And it would also notify them if they are being removed off the wait list. And they'll get a text about that. Or you can just simply delete them. So let's say I want to send a message with it. I'm removing Kobe Bryant. And Kobe will receive a message saying that he was removed from the wait list. Okay, so that's pretty much how it works. If I want to look at my list of clients and I can see how many people have taken that day, I can click on recently restore recent deleted people, and you can see that there. All right, and if I want to maybe take a break, if I'm not going to be, in the shop or something like that, I can select these little toggle buttons next to the barber's name, and it turns me off. That way, the customers will know that I'm not available, maybe on lunch or something like that. And it will also estimate, the time frames. It would adjust that accordingly based on how long I'm gone. Now, at the right-hand upper corner of the screen, there's, I call it the little burger button. There's like 3 little lines. If you hit that, you have the ability to also turn web sign-ins off and on. So what that means, if you have a customers that are wanting to sign on to the waitlist remotely, meaning they're not actually at the barbershop, you can turn that off and on. If you click it, you will see my screen turns red in the background. And that essentially allows customers to know that we're no longer accepting any more clients for the day. Maybe it's time to close, or maybe this particular day you already have reached your capacity and you want to just turn the system off. You can do that. If I want to reactivate it, I can just click that button again, and my screen turns back to the regular format, which is a white background. Also, there's the ability to view reports. So if you want to see like a staffing report, or if you want to look at your barber's roster, and it collects data. So it basically works as a database. And you can go in there and you can see pretty much a list of all your clients. It stores their phone numbers and just pertinent information that may be beneficial for you. Maybe you want to collect that data and you're going to send out text blast messages or emails or whatnot. You can go in there and retrieve all that information. Then there's also the shop settings. So those messages that I was showing you earlier, you can go in there and customize your text messages that you want to send to your clients. There's also a welcome message for when people are signing into the wait list. You can update that with pricing, with your business hours. You can insert maybe your web links, like if you have a social media page, Facebook, Instagram, a website, phone numbers, and all that data you can put there for your customers to read. There's also a message when you're closed. You can also put the hours of operation there, or if you just have different information that you want to communicate to your customers. Maybe you have specific hours for holidays, or you got some special promotions that you're running. You can put and post all that information there for your customers to see as well. We have the site design. If you want to change the color scheme to kind of better fit your personal business, or if you just want to modify the actual wait list a little bit, you can go in there and do all that as well. So we'll log out. We'll go back to the main home page. And that's pretty much the main primary functions of the actual wait list. It's pretty simple, pretty standard. There's 2 components. So this is the portion that you're going to use if you're an actual barber or barber shop. And if you